Everything on this is completely toast. What's all of this crap? So deep, so luscious, so nice. Yes guys, happy days. Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Super busy day. I'm working on 3 different cars and I just got a phone call. We got a new car on the way. It's going to be here soon, but this car is very special. It's my big brother's car and I'm going to be rebuilding it for him and you're going to be seeing his reaction once it's all done. But first we got to take delivery. It's come all the way from Belfast. Let's check it out.
But see, can you undo that ratchet strap? That's what's wrong, it's just spinning on this.
There you go. Alright guys, so it's the next day here and as you can see we got the car in the garage. I don't know if you heard it, it's scraping along as we reversed it in. It's got some damage to the rear section on the exhaust. We're going to be checking everything out and like I said earlier, this is my brother's car, my actual big brother's car, and this is just my way of giving it back. He's had the IS200s back in the day, IS250s, and he's just upgraded now. He sold his other car and he's got an IS300 hybrid, and this car is going to be on the channel for you guys to see. With the economic climate, we thought getting a hybrid would be the way to go, and here we have it. So I've got the GoPro, I'm going to stick it on and we're going to go around the entire car and you're going to see it at the same time that I'm seeing it, and we're going to check out all the damage, and if we've got time we're going to start to tear it down. So let's go. Alrighty guys, so got my GoPro on, got my hands free, and I am seeing this for the first time and you are up there and you're seeing it as well. So what I like to do is give a good walk around of the car just so I know exactly what I need, what's broken, and this is the part where I'm most scared because we can potentially find something that we never saw in the pictures. I didn't go to see the car beforehand, and this car came all the way from Ireland. It came from the Belfast branch of COPART, and we paid around 6 grand for this car as it is. It's a 2015 Lexus IS300 hybrid, and yeah, let's go walk around the car and see what we're dealing with. So open up the bonnet. As you can see, you got that nice hybrid engine there, and those are the hybrid electronics for that engine, and they work in conjunction to provide power for this car. So when I started it outside, the engine kicked in because obviously it's cold, it's been sat for a while, but by the time I drove it into the garage, it was running on strictly electric power and it was very, very quiet. So that system seems to be working fine. I'm not bothered about that. This is the brunt of the damage here, and this is where I'm a little bit worried. It looks a bit sketchy. So first thing we can see, headlight is completely gone. I want to test to see if this headlight is working, because potentially, I've checked some of the prices, these headlights are crazy expensive. So potentially I might be able to change the outer lens, and if I can do that, I'll save myself about 800 quid. I'll save my brother some money. Obviously front bumper's completely gone, but what I'm happy about, what I'm seeing now, look at this bumper reinforcement bar. There's no damage there, so it doesn't seem to have any impact on that bar. I'm not expecting any chassis damage. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping there's no chassis damage. Coming around this way, this wing is completely gone. It's the F Sport wing, so we're gonna be ordering a new wing. And as you can see, this mirror is completely gone. This mirror alone is about 300 quid. I want to get that off the car today because it's causing damage to that door, and I want to make sure that it doesn't cause too much more damage to that door. Coming along here to the side, as you can see, there's no damage. The rear door is fine, and the rear quarter, have a look here, it's got a little bit of a damage. Got a little bit of a dent there, little damage. Just something that we can sort out easily. There's no big problem there. I'm not really concerned about that. Coming around to the back, rear bumper seems to be intact. Come around here. Rear bumper seems to be intact. There's no damage that I can see. I like to open up the boot, see what's hiding inside. It's got a little camera here. Hold on. Where's the button? Oh, there's the button there. Have I got a spare wheel? No. Is there a spare wheel on this car? I'm not sure if it actually comes with a spare wheel, but I will look into that later on. But yeah, there's no damage here. However, when I was coming in, yeah, guys, I don't know if you can see that there. This is one of the exhausts. This exhaust is up. That one is completely broken down. I don't know how that got like that. And I can see damage to the exhaust pipe all the way under there. So there's damage under there as well. So we're gonna have to sort that out at a later date. The rear lights are all working. Coming around to this passenger's quarter. Passenger quarter's got no damage. Passenger door has got no damage at the rear. Passenger front door and wing, as you can see right there, it has got a bit of damage. So that is something that we need to sort out. Right here, have a look at that. It's got a little line right down there with a dent. But that's something that we can sort out. I'm going to show you the interior, but first I want to remove this bumper. And bearing in mind, this bumper is all broken, so there's nothing that I need to worry about. Just get it off. Just get it off the car. Make sure I don't break any of these. Unplug. Yeah. Just get it off. If it was a good bumper, obviously I wouldn't break it off like this, but everything on this is completely toast. What's all of this crap? Someone's gone ahead and tied it all up. Just need to get this all off. And this is the bumper. Now, I'm not gonna discard this broken bumper quite yet because it's got the fog light and it's got the day running light and it's got this little bit out that's broken, so I'll leave that. That badge we might be able to repair, give it a little polish, but yeah, there's still little clips, parking sensors, so definitely we're gonna store that in the boot of the car until the build is over. But guys, coming back, let me step back so you can see the chassis and everything seems straight, and that's all I care about right now. Coming in, I can see that this radiator, where is it? AC condenser is damaged right there. If you can see that, it's punctured. I'll be very surprised if there's AC left in this tank, if there's gas in this tank, because the damage here looks quite extensive to this front radiator. The good thing though, one coolant reservoir is still full of coolant, and this is the second coolant reservoir yet. And there's coolant in there, so that tells me that the rads at the back of that AC condenser, they should be okay. If it wasn't, there wouldn't be any coolant in there. Have a look at the front slam panel. There doesn't appear to be any damage there. There's some light surface rust, but there's no damage there on this front slam panel. This is a metal front slam panel, and trust me, if there was any damage, it will be visible. Everything seems to be okay. Obviously, this bonnet is completely gone, so we need to get a new bonnet, we need to get a new wing, new headlight, front bumper complete with all the grills, and passenger light seems okay. We're gonna get inside the car now and check out the interior, and I wanna check and see if those lights are working. All right, so guys, so we are in the car. Let me just close the door to get rid of this noise. Have a look at the steering wheel, nice thick leather steering wheel. I'm very happy with that. Got this lovely F Sport badge right there. Have a look at that. The center console, it hasn't changed much. I actually own two of these cars the IS200 and the IS250. I had both of these cars back in the day, and yeah, they've just updated it a little bit, but it's the same layout. You've got that automatic gearbox there, you've got the heating controls, but they've added this clock and it looks quite nice. I'm very happy with that. Got a nice large screen there, but the dash, everything is quite small, quite compact on this one. Now what's this? Okay, perfect. That's the day running light. I might have to just repair the connector plug, but if we can get this running, I'm sure this is going to set me back about £200. These Lexus parts are very, very expensive. But guys, before I even carry on, man, look at this burgundy. It's like a dark wine red, cherry red color. It's not a bright red. A lot of people are put off by bright reds interiors. I like them both, but I just think that this dark burgundy cherry red is so deep, so lush, so nice. Very happy with that. Is this service? Nah, that was wishful thinking. So this is not the service book, this is just the owner's manual. Stick that in there. How do you open this? Yeah, press the button, stick that in there like that. What else? You got bits of plastics here from the mirror covers. That's no good to me. Bit of foam, no good to me. It came with the one key, keep that there. It's keyless entry, keyless start. In the back, you've got some bits of plastic from the wheel arch liner and some more broken bits and bobs. A lot of times when these cars have accidents on the roadside, the police or the fire brigade or whoever is there at the accident scene, they normally just pick up a lot of rubbish and stick in the boot of the car. I've bought cars before where you see pieces of the other car from the accident kind of chucked in, mistakenly thinking it was parts of the car that you bought. But anyway, let's start it up. So that's it, the car is actually started, believe it or not. So we had an issue getting the car off. The guy who was getting it off, he didn't think that the car was starting, but he forgot that it was a hybrid. So if I put it in gear, it should actually move. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard that. As soon as I put it in gear, the petrol engine started up, but I don't know why it does that, and then it just switches off and it switches back to electrical power. But yeah, it starts, there's no issues there. I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's not a lot to show you. Whoever had the car, they kept it in good condition. It does need a bit of a clean, and we will kind of get it valeted at the end of the builds. Make sure that all of these, I like to just make sure that everything works. So that one works, that one works, the one at the back works. And there we go, everything is all working there. Radio. Yep, radio works. Let's check those headlights, see if those headlights, I can see one of them is on. Yes guys, happy days. Have a look, headlight is broken, but it seems to be working. Let's get the hazards on. Yeah, hazard on. So that's it, it's now switched back to electrical power. So the hazard is on and the main headlight is working there. These are xenon headlights. So yeah, I'm glad that that is working. If it wasn't, that would be an arm and a leg to replace. Now, when I take it off the car, if it's too badly damaged, or if I find damage to the rear of that light and it's too bad, then I'll have to buy a new unit. No problem, it is what it is. But looking at it from the surface right now, it looks like it's just the lens that was damaged. And if it is, I'll replace that lens. Apologies for the earlier footage, I had to adjust some settings. My GoPro was reacting to the light, the frequency of these fluorescent lights. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. As I'm recording this, I'm looking at it, it doesn't seem to be doing the same kind of flickering thing. So yeah, apologies for that earlier. Anyway, as you can see, I've given you an overview of the external side of the car. I've given you an overview of the internals of the car. The inside of the car, there's no airbag damage. The seat belts seems to be okay, but I'll know more once I put it on the diagnostic tool. It has these electric shock wrists. I don't know why COPART put those on, but time to take them off. I've been touching the car, I've been using the car, I'm definitely not been shocked. So, come on, yes, that's it. Alrighty guys, so it's a few weeks later. I've actually come back from holiday. I've done so much in that time. I've finished 2 new builds. But anyway, I've showed you everything that's wrong with this Lexus IS300. This is gonna be the new build. Like I said, this is my brother's car and I can't wait to get stuck in. But I'm waiting for parts. Parts are super hard to find. So if you wanna see how we get on, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you keep it moving. And I'm gonna see you in the next ones, like I always say. keep it moving again, and I'll catch you in the next one where hopefully we get a ton of parts and we can start to rebuild this IS300 hybrid. Guys, thank you for watching. Click here to see what YouTube thinks you should watch. Click here to watch one of my previous episodes. And like it said there, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. We out.